Hello and welcome. This is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, and I'm Olivia. And I'm here to do your daily pick a card. And yes, I called it a daily pick a card. You know why? Because I'm going to try to start doing these daily again. I discovered that doing them intermittently is actually more difficult than doing it daily. And part of that is because I really miss you guys. I really miss doing this for you. Today we're going to be using, so thanks for being here. I want to make sure you really know how much I appreciate you. So today we're going to use our Wild Unknown Tarot by Krans. It's brand new. I just set it apart. I did an unboxing video, so if you're interested in seeing all of the cards and seeing Krans' artwork, then you can look at that unboxing because I did show all the cards at that time in order. It's very exciting, guys. It's very exciting. Please do take the time to like this video if you're liking it so far, and do subscribe to my channel because it really does help you find me again. Since I'm a little channel, a subscription does help you find me, because otherwise it could be like looking for a needle in a haystack. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But like I said, I'm going to try to start doing these daily. It probably won't happen daily right at first because I'm going to kind of ease into it. Do share this video with friends that you feel like might enjoy it or get something from it. But most important of all, do come back because I want to see you here. And I mean that metaphorically, but at the same time, I do really feel a connection with you guys. So it's real. It's the real deal, guys. Okay, so if you've never done a tarot pick a card, it's easy to do. You just follow along with the video. Now, I do have card toppers, and they do correspond with timestamps down in the description. So if you want to just pick a pile, you can. And these are our card toppers today. We have the God's Eye here. We have our beautiful little happy cat that represents luck in business and travel. We also have our feathers. I almost called them leaves. Our feathers here. And what I like to call our diversity marble. It's a little bit different. It's oval rather than round. But still perfect in every way. And beautiful, to say the least. So I'm going to have a little sip of coffee, you guys. If you were here, I would have your favorite drink here. That's not true. I would try to have your favorite drink here, your favorite beverage, in the fridge so that I could just have a seat and let's chat. Okay, I'm going to have a little sip of coffee and then we'll get started. I think I had a little more than a sip. I had a gulp. Okay, so everybody's going to get 3 tarot cards from the Krans deck, unless you choose all of them, which is fine. That means you get, what, 3, 6, 9, 12 cards. I had to count. But you're also going to get a Magical Times Empowerment card at the beginning of your reading. So let's go ahead and get started with the God's Eye, if you chose the God's Eye. We're going to get your Magical Times Empowerment card, and it's cycles. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, and trust this powerful process. Okay. Oh, I don't think you can see that back there. What if I put it like this? Okay, just remember cycles, and we're going to look at your other cards right now. Let's see what you have here. Oh, this is really cool. Don't you just love these? Aren't they wonderful? Check them out. Okay, so the first card with the bat is the Hanged Man, and then we have the Hermit and Temperance. So it's very interesting, very powerful, especially when you get this Cycles card that you got. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, and trust this powerful process. And I'm emphasizing powerful because these 3 cards are all power cards. They're all from the major arcana, so it's kind of unusual that you might get all 3 of these from the major arcana, and that just says listen closely. Okay, so first you have the Hanged Man, second you have the Hermit, and third you have Temperance. And we're going to talk a little bit about the animals in these decks as well. Oh, so the Hanged Man, or the bat, it really, in the Native American study, talks about communication, because of creative communication. But coupled with the hangman here, with your cycles, it's really, oh, and I did use my Kim Krans, so the deck, but it also comes with a guidebook, which is going to be a little bit different than your regular tarot, because it's Kim Krans interpretation, right? So, so here we are. This has what Kim Krans has to say about the hangman is this has to do with non-attachment. So, and also, instead of struggling, be still. So we're talking about surrendering, and then we're talking about being still here, rather than struggling against what's going on. I also consider this card to be a meditation card, but Kim Krans did not mention that, but I'm mentioning it here. And the reason I'm mentioning it, the thing that made me feel like I needed to, was that you also got this Hermit card. And Kim Krans does talk about the Hermit card being a meditation card. She says meditation, solitude, and stillness. Now, the turtle has to do with wisdom, which is interesting because so does the Hermit. So I know Kim Krans is a very aware and awakened soul, and that is why she used the turtle as a hermit. And also, isn't it cute because he can go in his shell? Okay, and we have the great blue heron, temperance, coming in here to kind of balance everything out, okay? So we keep talking about being still, surrendering, and meditating. And then we have temperance coming in, the great blue heron. And this talks about doing things in moderation. This talks about cooperating. It also talks about your spirit guides guiding you and helping you, okay? So in that stillness, listen. Listen for your spirit guides. The heron, the great blue heron, has to do with self-determination and inner wisdom. Now, when I say inner wisdom, sometimes that means higher self, and sometimes that means spirit. So, this is very clearly with all your cards, with your cycle card, it is a call to, if you're not going to meditate, that's fine. But be still and quiet. Don't struggle. Let things happen for a time. Okay? And for a time, that's up to you. How long that might be. But if you're wondering, I'm going to try to do these daily. So just for today, if that's all you can handle, being still and quiet. Okay? I'm going to have another sip of coffee, and then we'll get started with the Lucky Cat. I'm about ready to gulp this coffee down. I started some new medication, and it's made me feel like I need more coffee. We'll just put it that way. Okay, we're going to put these aside, and let's move on. There's your kitty cat, your lucky cat, you kitty cats. And let's get your Magical Times card. Man, I love doing this for you guys. Thank you again for being here. I know I say that a lot. I hope you don't get tired of it, because I really appreciate you guys. Friendship with the perfect card. Okay. Be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let others go. One of the things I like to say with this friendship card is to, let me read it again. Be with the ones who make you shine. Okay. Those who really see you and still love you. Those who know your faults and still care. I'm adding stuff. Okay, we're going to put that aside, but it's still going to be a part of your reading. Okay, we're going to include it. But let's see what you have for your tarot cards. You have the Daughter of Swords with the owl. You have the Three of Pentacles with the mountain. And you have the Strength card with the lion. Okay, so let's talk about what this means, especially accompanied with the friendship card. So your strength card, we think of strength as brute strength, but with this particular deck and with the lion also, I want you to consider strength having to do with being patient, strength having to do with self-control, strength having to do with opening your heart, being able to have the courage to open your heart and let new friendships in. So in this day and age, it takes a lot of action to make a friend. It really, really does. And a lot of, especially those of you with social anxieties and regular anxiety, because that can turn into social anxiety. So I understand that it's a very difficult process that takes a lot of strength and courage just to open yourself up, just to go out in public, just to speak up. So I understand that it's difficult, but this card is saying that for today, you have some help here. You have some strength. You have some added courage. This is your gift for you today, okay? So now let's talk about the Daughter of Swords. She's an owl, and an owl does have to do with wisdom. And with the Daughter of Swords, it also has to do with clarity, because swords have to do with intelligence, but also seeing things clearly. Now, the Daughter of Swords is honest, insightful, and when she speaks, she's frank. But oftentimes, she's silently watching, paying attention to details. So let's go on to the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, self-determination, and loyalty. So this has to do with friendship as well, working together. Working together, finding the friends that you have and helping you find the strength that you need to find the clarity that you need in order to be the friend to a friend. How am I trying? I'm trying to say something particular here. To be a friend, to have a friend, be a friend, right? We've all heard that. And that's your reading for today, unless you've chosen all of them, and I hope you have, because we're going to have some more info coming soon. I'm going to put this aside for now. Like I said, at the end, we'll do a culmination, okay? And if you have chosen the feathers, then we're going to get your Magical Times card right now. Oh my goodness. So, I've been reading tarot cards for a long, long time, many, many, many years. And I've been doing it professionally for some time too, but I've always had another job as well. And this is the first time I'm doing it full time and actually making a living at it. So this has been a big deal. So I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to take a sip of water. And I think it's interesting that that's what I was talking about my business, my new business, reading tarot, when this manifestation card came up for you. So manifestation, it's almost like magic. Well, there is a lot of magic in it, but with manifestation, let me just read the card. Your dreams have untold energy. Open the door and let them live. Desire and belief are your power. A Buddhist might disagree with that. Okay, but let's get back on topic. Manifestation. Manifestation does take action, but the first action that manifestation takes is dreaming, fantasizing, pretending, that good playing, okay? That's where manifestation starts. Then you take action, and then from that action and from the desire comes a dream come true, basically. So let's put that here. And let us see what you have, this is exciting. Okay, okay. Basically, this is, if you pick the feathers, you've got some good times ahead, I got to tell you. All right, so let's start with the Two of Swords and with your manifestation card. Let's put this down here because it's it's a very poignant part of this reading, okay? It really brought it together, okay? All right, so let's start with the Two of Swords, because the Two of Swords has to do with finding clarity in making a choice. And maybe you've been kind of like stalemate for a minute. Like you haven't known where to go and you're just kind of sitting there. That's okay, because that's about to change, right? Okay, so now we have the Mother of Wands. She's represented as a snake. Excuse me, wands are your energy and your power. like a magic wand. So it's really fun to have this with your manifestation card, because a lot of people think of manifestation as magical, because it is, and it does start with daydreaming, and it does start with pretending and fantasizing, which has a lot to do with magic. Now the snake has to do with earthly wisdom. Okay, if you remember the snake in the Garden of Eden, and the snakes that are on the medical rod, earthly wisdom and inner wisdom. Okay, now, so let's see what the okay, what does she represent according to the Kim Krans deck? The Mother of Wands. She's someone who puts her this could be you, or this could be someone in your life, but for most of you, I think this is you. This is a feminine type figure. Now, you don't have to be female to get this card, but you're someone who family is fiercely important to you. You're very determined, and you're someone that, well, you don't want to get on your bad side. And here's the thing. She's also known as the Queen of Wands. So if you're familiar with tarot, then you understand what that's coming from. And basically, she is a powerful figure. She's come a long way in her life, and she is able to be straightforward, and she's able to rule with grace. Now, this is a really exciting part. Okay, what does she have to do with your reading? If she is you, then what you need to look at is how far you've come. I don't think that you realize that. You've come as far as to be the Mother of Wands. Okay? So trust your power and trust your inner strength. If this is not you, this is someone that you can trust, someone who may be like a parental figure, maybe a mother figure, someone who can help you in your path. And this card is the card of gifts. So with manifestation, this is not just any gift. These are gifts that come through I'm looking at my notes because there was a specific word. It's okay, good stuff. Okay, cast away your worries, your fears. You are going to receive gifts in health, wealth, and happiness. Now, they don't just come out of thin air. They come through manifestation. You've come a long way. It looks like you've finally made a decision about something, and this is bringing you into the realm of making your dreams come true. It does take action on your part. You can't just fantasize and think it's going to happen. You have to talk about it. You have to make goals, and then you have to make it happen. But with the daydreaming part, that's the magical part. And then suddenly, bam, there it is. And today is your day. And that's what I have to say. So I'm very excited for you guys that picked the feather. Now, if you don't feel it today, it'll come. It'll come. It'll happen soon. Very soon. Okay, so if you pick the diversity marble, then you're going to have to wait a minute because I need another sip of coffee. Again, I'm really glad you're here. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. Oh, this really grounds me. Like, I can meditate and not do this, and I miss it. Actually doing this helps my meditation practice move forward leaps and bounds. It keeps me calm. It helps me feel like I've had some kind of accomplishment. Okay. Rebirth. Rebirth. No matter what happens, you can find new wings, rise from the past, accept the positive change that is coming. Of course, that's the phoenix, rising from the ash, burning down and then rising from the ash. And that is particularly poignant because look what we have right here. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords with the snake, and that has to do with clarity and movement, moving forward. And also, see the lightning strikes? It's like a lightning strike of clarity, like a sudden aha moment, okay? And then with the lamb, the lamb portrays innocence, portrays, can also be a Christ figure in some thoughts of symbolism. The snake is earthly wisdom. The Lamb happens to also be the Four of Swords, okay? So the Four of Swords is really, okay, so I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna look at my notes again. Looking inwards, resting quietly, recuperate, because life is going to come at you real strong and hard real soon, because you have this epiphany coming up and you're being reborn out of the ash right now. This card says you have a partner. You have someone that's there for you, someone that's going to help you. Some people say the Two of Cups has to do with love coming into your life. Well, it does, but it's not always romantic love. Often it is. But in this particular case, it could or could not be, but in this particular case, this is someone who's going to really support you in this process of rebirth, in this process of clarity, in this moment of realization, okay? So think about who this might be. Hold them close to your heart and be grateful. This rebirth is going to bring something. It's very exciting to me. I feel like some of you are going to be getting new jobs, new careers. I feel like some of you are going to be, you're going to wake up feeling like this never could have happened to me. How did this happen? It's so wonderful. So this is good stuff. It's not anything to be afraid of. Now, I will say that at the beginning here, this is my second take of this, and on my first take, I was shuffling these cards and the Tower popped out. Oh, and I thought I put it right on top, but I guess I didn't. Maybe I put it right on bottom. Nope. Anyway, the Tower is reminding me of a lot of what's going on here with everybody. So let's go ahead and take a look at what everybody has. Let's look at these cards first. These fancy cards, these big ones. All right, so we have cycles. We're all becoming. Surrender to your change. No matter what happens, you can find new wings. Manifestation. Your gifts are coming. And friendship. You have support. Okay. All right, if you're feeling like you don't have any friends, which some of you do, I want you to get real, man. Because you may not feel like you have friends, and maybe you haven't talked to them in a while. But there are people who care about you. There are people in your life. Okay, so here we have getting ready for change. Friendship. Clarity. The gifts are coming. Earthly wisdom and knowledge and personal power. More about personal power and also help from spirit. Don't struggle. Trust your inner wisdom. You're strong enough. You have more than one friend. You have a team. Again, clarity and moving forward. And again, with inner wisdom, outer wisdom, and the power to meet your goals and move forward in the way that you would like to, in growth. So this is just a powerful, wonderful reading, and I'm so excited that you were able to be here. If you're here at the end, I really, really appreciate that, and I think it's really neat because you got this big, powerful reading. And so I want you to look at today and tomorrow and think about how this is going to unfold for you, because you have good and great things coming your way, and it's all because of things that you've done in order to make it happen. You, your friends, your team, okay, your spirit guides. Anyway, thank you for being here. Again, like I said, I'm going to try to do these much more frequently, so thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. I really do love you guys. Mwah. Take care. More coffee.